Librarian Jeanne from the Santa Cruz Public Libraries. I'm coming to you from my garden today for story time. So let's start with our hello song. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? Well, I heard some birds singing along with me, but I didn't hear you. So adults, please sing along with your children and enjoy the stories and the songs. One more time. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? Well, I'm pretty good, and I still have my little red house. Look around you and see if you can see anything that's red. And in my little red house, there is a little yellow house. You see anything yellow? And in my little yellow house, there's a little green house. Well, behind me, I can see lots of green leaves today. And in the little greenhouse, there's a little blue house. Are you wearing blue today? I'm not. In the little blue house, there's a little pink house. There, that looks more pink. Gotta adjust for the sun. And in the little pink house, there's a little gray house. I'm not wearing gray either. Are you? In the little gray house, there's a little purple house. Do you see anything purple around you? And in the little purple house, there's a little orange house. And last but not least, in the little orange house, there's a little white house. And when we open the door on the white house, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got some things that we might grow in our garden. There's a big thing of corn behind that. And then there's a flower and a pumpkin. Those are all things that you might grow in your garden. So that tells you what we're going to read about today. We're going to read a book about gardens. And we're only going to read one book today. This is called Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt by Kate Messner with art by Christopher Silas Neal. This book was published by Chronicle Books and is used with their permission. And you can tell I'm in my backyard because there's street noise behind me. I hope it doesn't bother you. So, up in the garden and down in the dirt. Up in the garden I stand and plan, my hands full of seeds, my head full of dreams. Spring sun shines down to melt the sleepy snow. Wind whistles through last year's plants, and mud sucks at my rain boots. I think we're a little bit beyond that stage right now, although I'm looking up at the sky, it might rain today. It's not quite time, Nana says. Down in the dirt, things need to dry up, to warm up and dry out. What's down there, I ask? Look. Down in the dirt is a whole busy world of earthworms and insects, digging and building and stirring up soil. They're already working down in the dirt. Up in the garden, we snap brittle stalks, scoop rustly armfuls, and wheel away weeds for the chickens. While they scrabble and scratch, we spread out compost over the soil. Down in the dirt, pill bugs chew through last year's leaves. I give a gentle poke. They roll up tight and hide in plated suits of armor, roly-poly around. Can you see the pill bugs there in the picture? Ooh, who else do you see? Look at, who's that? Up in the garden, it's time to plant. I trail a furrow with my finger and sprinkle seeds in a careful row. See? Right there. Give them a drink, Nana says. We pat them down to snuggle in the dark. Down in the dirt, a tomato hornworm rests, waiting for wings, and the leaves where she'll lay her eggs. What do you notice? There's some worms, some roots, and some plants. Up in the garden, carrot plants sprout, pea blossoms bloom, wasps on the prowl. See the wasps? And honeybees visit, legs loaded with pollen. How they all work together. See the carrots? I weed and wilt in sun so strong, even Nana looks for shade. Down in the dirt, earthworms tunnel deep. I'm jealous of their cool, damp, dark. See the earthworms down there? And there's Nana sitting in the shade. Up in the garden, rain shower. Nana turns the hose on me. Eee. Who else is up in the garden? You see them? I hide behind the cucumber vines, but their leaves can't save me. I shiver and laugh, drenched in Nana's rain. Down in the dirt, water soaks deep. Roots drink it in, and long-legged spider stilt walks over the streams. Let's see if we can find the spider. Well, there's a dragonfly. Who else do you see down there? Looks like maybe a chipmunk looking for seeds. Oh, there's the spider. See the spider? Right there. Up in the garden, there's so much to eat. Ladybugs feast on aphids. Nana crunches green beans. I bite a ripe tomato, warm from the sun. Juice dribbles down my chin. Down in the dirt, a robin's beak finds a cricket, a beetle, a grub. Slugs are scrumptious too. Up in the garden, we pick cukes and zucchini, harvesting into the dark. What do you see in that picture? What's that? Bats swoop through the sunflowers, and I pluck June bugs from the basil until it's time for bed. Down in the dirt, skunks work the night shift. They snuffle and dig and gobble cutworms while I sleep. Up in the garden, a praying mantis wakes to hunt mosquitoes. Nana sprays away the aphids, and I'm after the grasshoppers, ready to swoosh. But snap! Someone else is faster. Down in the dirt, a smooth, shining garter snake crunches on supper. Up in the garden, the wind grows cool. Pumpkins blush orange. Sunflowers bow. To September, Nana ties them together to build a house for reading. Down in the dirt, an orb weaver spins her web, strand by silken strand. She'll munch on moths tonight. Up in the garden, colored leaves. See the colored leaves? Litter the squash vines, and we know cold is coming. Hurry, hurry, and harvest. There's enough for the neighbors, too. Down in the dirt, frantic ants gather what we leave behind. They're storing food for the colder days ahead. See the ants? All the ants, all around. Up in the garden, frost draws lace on leftover leaves, where secret egg sacks hang, waiting for the warm to return. We say goodbye and spread the winter blankets. Down in the dirt, beetles burrow, ants scurry home, earthworms curl tight in the dark. When Grandpa calls us in for soup, an autumn moon is rising. Up in the garden, dry corn stalks tremble and the wind smells like winter. But the long, ripe days of summer still rest in the garden beds. The ladybugs and bumblebees, earthworms and ants are hunkered down, hiding, biding their time. Dreaming of sunshine. under the bare arms of trees and the blanketing of snow, a whole new garden sleeps down in the dirt. And that's the end. A whole year of cycle in the garden, life in the garden. And this book ends with an author's note and some information about further reading and information about the animals that they mention in the book. Lots of different things. So if you wanted to know about the animals in the book, there's information about them there. That's what happens in the garden from the spring all the way through to the winter. And we're coming up on summer right now. So maybe, did you plant a garden? I didn't get mine in yet, but there's still time. So let's sing The Gardener Plants the Seeds to the tune of The Farmer in the Dell. I think you probably all know that tune. It's pretty easy. The gardener plants the seeds, the gardener plants the seeds. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the gardener plants the seeds. The sun comes out to shine, the sun comes out to shine. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the sun comes out to shine. The rain begins to fall, the rain begins to fall. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the rain begins to fall. The seeds begin to grow, the seeds begin to grow. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the seeds begin to grow. The vegetables are here, the vegetables are here. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the vegetables are here. The gardener digs them up, the gardener digs them up. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the gardener digs them up. Now it's time to eat, now it's time to eat. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, now it's time to eat. That's the best part of having a vegetable garden. You get to eat what you grew. And I don't know if you noticed, but behind me, there's this plant. It's in a pot, but it's a plant that I grew from a seed, just like this. This is an avocado pit. So if you like avocados, save the pits and maybe you can get them to grow. Most of the time, they don't have this break in them when you take them out of the avocado. But if you put them in water and wait, and wait, and wait, you'll get maybe a root. This one hasn't started to root yet, but I have hopes that it will. Oops. And then you'll get a sprout out the top of the seed. And you maybe, if you're lucky, will grow a plant that's this big. This one's almost as tall as I am now. I'm sitting down, but it goes up pretty high. So that's something that you can look forward to if you plant an avocado seed. So thank you for joining me for story time. I hope you get a chance to sign up for summer reading. That's on our website. Go to our website at www.santacruzpl.org and look for the summer reading sign. You can sign up and keep track of all the reading that you do this summer and win prizes and take challenges. So that'll be fun. So now we're going to end with If You're Happy and You Know It, and we're going to wave goodbye. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, wave goodbye. Goodbye. If you're happy and you know it, wave goodbye. Goodbye. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, wave goodbye. Goodbye. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Goodbye. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Goodbye. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, do all three. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. See you next week for Preschool Storytime with Librarian Jeanne. Me. Bye-bye.